everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another massive makeup declutter. Today is one of the biggest makeup declutters I've ever done. This was mainly because I thought I was going to IKEA, which I didn't end up going to because of my health. I got really ill, so I didn't go there in the end. But I decided I was still going to get rid of all this stuff. Some of it's going to one of my best friends, as I mentioned further on in the video, and also some of it's going to my mum. So yeah, the only things that are going are the really ranky stuff or lip products, because I don't share those sorts of things. Would definitely recommend getting a snack, getting a drink, getting comfortable, because this might take a while. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yes, so let's just get on into the video. Basket, once again, full of makeup. I don't know how it gets filled this quickly, but it did, so let's just get on into the stuff I am getting rid of. The biggest thing, this is going to my mum, and this is the Pro Artist eyeshadow palette. I got this from TK Maxx and it was only like £7.99, and I thought such a bargain for such a big, beautiful palette. But I've swatched it a couple of times, if you can tell, but I haven't actually used it on my eyes, and my mum wants to like experiment with neutral eyeshadows that are a bit lighter than the ones she uses already, so I thought this would be a perfect palette for her, and I did not want to waste this. I knew one of my best friends, or some of my best friends, might have wanted it, but I asked my mum first and she said she'd happily have it. So next things are from Poundland, and it's pretty obvious why I'm getting rid of them. I don't use them. They're pretty crappy quality in my opinion. They're cheap, obviously, from Poundland, and I'm just going to quickly show you what I'm getting rid of without much of an explanation. So I'm getting rid of the Bronzing Shimmer Compact, the Matte Bronzer Compact, an old nostalgic product that was one of my first ever bought blushes, and it is the Soft Blush one blusher I've never used, which is Candy Floss. I'm also getting rid of the Plump Up the Volume Waterproof Volumizing Mascara. Some Revolution products that I'm getting rid of. This is the Dead or Alive palette, which I got off Tan Beauty, and I'm sorry for the glare from the mirror, but this is a Halloween limited edition palette. I bought it because it was limited edition, but even when I do Halloween makeup, I've got nicer eyeshadows, and I just think these are really chalky, not that pigmented in my opinion. I'm not dissing Revolution at all, because they're one of my favourite brands of all time and I love buying from them, but just my opinion, I wouldn't give this to a friend because I have used this and I just don't like it at all. Another thing that I'm going to try and find a home for, but I haven't found one yet, is this blush palette in Hot Spice. I got this because they were massively raved about, and I just mainly use this highlighter here and this blusher here because it's corally but shimmery, and I just haven't grabbed this because, if you hadn't noticed, I don't tend to wear blushes that often, if at all. I've kept a few for videos and comparisons, and if I do want to like wear one that I love, but this palette is just so good I don't want to throw it in the bin, so I'm going to try and find a home for it because it's just a bit of a waste going in the bin. So yeah, I'm getting rid of that. Brand also that I'm getting rid of a couple of their makeup products is Collection. This is the Bronze and Glow Ultimate Pan bronzer. It is huge. It's like half the size of my face, I say, or definitely my hand. It is a massive compact. I bought this at the start of my YouTube channel, and when I first started collecting makeup, it is so shimmery. I tend to go for matte bronzers now or matte contours, because I just don't think shimmer bronzers suit me. So yeah, this is going in the bin because it's really old and the texture's gone off a bit and it doesn't smell great. It just smells off and the texture's a bit weird, so that's going in the bin. Another Collection product that I bought at the same time as the bronzer is this Gorgeous Glow Blush Block. And it is a gorgeous selection of rose goldy tones, but once again, I don't use blushes. The texture's gone on this, and the pigment isn't as great, and the smell as well. So I don't know if it's just Collection or if it's just because of these products, if I got a bad batch, but the texture and the smell goes really quite quickly. I've had it about a year, so I guess you could class that as not that quickly, but this is supposed to be able to be open 2 years, it says here 24 months, so yeah, but I'm just getting rid of that because it's so old. I would not give it to anyone because it could damage their skin. The products I'm getting rid of is this W7 Hide and Seek Colour Correcting Concealer. This is just the worst W7 product I have ever tried so far. It does nothing in the eyes of concealing. It's so cakey, it does nothing. As you can see, I have tried it a couple of times. This is in Natural. Once again, I bought this quite a while ago, but it was sealed until fairly recently. I tried it and it just did nothing for me. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of that. A couple of nostalgic products that I'm finally getting rid of are from MUA, and this was my first ever eyeshadow trio I bought, and it's the Trio eyeshadow in Pink Sorbet. I love this, there's nothing wrong with this, it's just because it's so old, and going through my loose eyeshadows and small little trios and quads that I've got, I just thought I hardly ever use this anymore. I mainly kept it because it was so nostalgic, but it's had a good life. I use it so much, as you can see. And this, oh my god, the packaging's all broken. It nearly hit pan, so very nearly. This is the MUA Mosaic Blush in English Rose, and I bought this because it just looks really cool, and it was just such a natural pinky shade which I could actually suit because it had all the different colours mixed in. And oh my god, I love this. As you can see, it's in a big state now, but it's too old. It's definitely had it for over a year, and I just don't use blush as often, as I said, but yeah, this is going now. Tear. Going on to some lip products now, as I've got quite a few. I don't know whether I'll show all of these because there is quite a lot, but I'll just get on to what I can. They're fairly recent to my makeup collection, and these are the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker lip glosses, and these are in the shades Pink Out Loud, Super Peach, Spun Sugar and Rose and Shine. I just don't like these at all. I got these in a Christmas limited edition set, and I know you can get these. I just don't like the smell of them. They smell absolutely disgusting. Literally so disgusting, I can't even. Now, I'm not dissing Soap & Glory as a brand because I love their skincare and their bath stuff, and I do love some of their makeup as well, but these just did not work for me. I really don't like them. I'm not trying to offend anyone that does, and the formula is not the best in my opinion. I don't wear lip glosses that often, but when I do, I've got better ones than these, and because obviously lip products, I wouldn't share lip products, so these are going. Might make people go, oh, you're getting rid of a MAC product, but I'm not. This is the other thing that's going to my mum, because I've only used this once on my lips, and she's my mum, and we're going to sanitise the one anyway. But this is a MAC Vamplify like lip gloss, liquid lipstick sort of formula. It's got the more of a formula of a liquid lipstick, but it's got the finish of a lip gloss, and it's in Anything But Demure. This is what it looks like. I bought it because it just looked like a beautiful nude in the shop. When I got it home, it just wasn't for me, but it's definitely my mum's shade, so she's having this, so it's going to a good home. These I'm getting rid of only because I've kept two of them that I actually know I will use in the summer and spring, but these two I'm getting rid of, which is Berry Blush, used to be one of my favourites, I don't know how I wore it, very cringy, and Sweet Pea, which is just so not my shade. So yeah, I'm getting rid of these two. Getting rid of this Primark liquid lipstick, because I've got pretty much the same shade in my New Look Old Makeup range one, and this is just so not good. The texture's gone once again, and sometimes it's a hit and miss and crappy thing about Primark makeup. Some of it's good and some of it's not. Getting rid of this Clarins lipstick. My mum gifted this to me, well, gave it to me, more than gifted, and it's a really nice dark colour. I tried to use this, but it's just too dark for me, and once again, dark lip products and lip products in general I don't share with anyone, but it was very well used with my mum. Tried to use it with me and I just didn't like it, and it's in the shade 700, and yeah, so this Clarins lipstick is gone. So I hope you enjoyed this makeup declutter. There is so much makeup around me, which is so shameful, but as I said, the things that are being thrown in the bin are because they're either lip products, really old, really bad quality now, and I just don't want to risk sharing them with anyone. But the main bits that are really good quality, I am giving away to one of my best friends and my mum, so they are getting a good home and good use out of them soon enough. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!